Hey, what is up everyone? Welcome to Paddymaddy. If you are watching this video right now, there is a pretty good chance you want to break into the world of IT. Maybe you want to become a help desk technician. Maybe you want to work in IT support. Maybe someone told you, hey, go get your CompTIA A+, and doors will open for you. And you know what? That advice is 100% correct. But here is the thing. When most people start looking into CompTIA A+, the very first feeling they get is overwhelm. There is so much information out there, so many videos, so many books, so many websites, and you are sitting there thinking, where do I even begin? What do I actually need to study? And which of these resources is actually worth my time? Well, that is exactly why I made this course. My name is Avnish, and over the next several weeks, I am going to walk you through everything you need to pass the CompTIA A Plus Core 1 exam. We are starting from zero. We are going step by step. No fluff, no confusion. Just clear, straight to the point teaching that actually makes sense. So if you are ready, let us get into it. Alright, first things first. Let us answer the most basic question of all. What actually is CompTIA A+? CompTIA A+ is the most recognized entry-level IT certification in the entire world. It has been around since 1993. That is over 30 years. And it has been earned by more than 1 million IT professionals across the globe. When an employer sees CompTIA A+ on your resume or your CV, they immediately know that you have the foundational skills to work in IT support. Now, CompTIA stands for the Computing Technology Industry Association. They are a non-profit organization that creates what are called vendor-neutral IT certifications. Vendor-neutral means the A+ certification is not tied to any one company or any one brand. You're not learning just Microsoft things, or just Apple things, or just Cisco things. You are learning the fundamental skills that apply across all of them. And that is what makes it so incredibly powerful. Think about it this way. If you wanted to learn how to drive, you would start by getting your basic driving license, right? You would learn the rules of the road. You would learn how a car works. You would learn what to do in different situations. And that license would work whether you're driving a Toyota, a Ford, or a BMW. CompTIA A+ is exactly that. It is your IT driving license. It proves that you understand how computers work, how networks function, how to troubleshoot problems, and how to support the people around you. And it does all of that regardless of what brand of equipment is sitting in front of you. Once you have this certification, the career options are genuinely exciting. We are talking roles like IT support specialist, help desk technician, desktop support analyst, field service technician, and junior systems administrator, just to name a few. These are real jobs with real salaries and real career growth potential. And CompTIA A+ is the key that unlocks the door to all of them. Now here is something really important, something that trips a lot of people up when they first start researching this certification. CompTIA A+ is not one exam, it is two separate exams. Let me say that again because it matters. Two exams, not one. You have Core 1, which is exam number 220-1201. And that is the exam this entire course is built around. Then you have Core 2, which is exam number 220-1202. That one covers operating systems, security, software troubleshooting, and operational procedures. You need to pass both exams to earn the full CompTIA A+ certification. Think of them as two halves of the same qualification. Core 1 is all about the hardware and infrastructure side of IT. Core 2 is all about the software and security side. Here on Paddymaddy, I am going to cover both exams in full, but we are starting with Core 1 today, and we are going to finish it completely before we even touch Core 2. That way, you are never jumping around. You are never confused about which exam a topic belongs to, and you are never wasting your study time. Now let me give you the key facts about the Core 1 exam. The exam has a maximum of 90 questions. You get 90 minutes to complete it. The passing score is 675 out of 900. And CompTIA A recommends about 12 months of hands-on IT experience before you sit this exam. But here is the good news. Plenty of people pass it with dedicated self-study alone, which is exactly what we are doing here together. The questions come in two different formats. You will get multiple choice questions. Some of those will have one correct answer. Some will ask you to choose two or even three correct answers. And you will also get what CompTIA A calls performance-based questions. These are sometimes called PBQs. These are simulation-style questions where you are placed in a virtual scenario. Maybe you need to configure a router. Maybe you need to identify cables. Maybe you need to set up a network. And you have to actually perform the task, not just pick an answer. Do not worry about those right now. I have dedicated episodes to help you handle them with confidence. Okay, now let us talk about what is actually inside the 220-1201 exam. CompTIA organizes the exam content into 5 sections. They call these sections domains. Each domain covers a different area of IT knowledge, and each domain contributes a specific percentage of questions to your final exam. Knowing these percentages is a really smart study strategy because it tells you exactly where to spend the most time. If a domain is worth 28% of your exam, you want to spend more time on it than a domain worth 11%. Simple math, smart studying. Let me walk you through all 5 domains now. Domain 1 is mobile devices, and it makes up 13% of the exam. This domain is all about smartphones, tablets, and laptops. You will learn how to replace hardware components inside mobile devices. Things like batteries, screens, cameras, and wireless cards. You will also learn how to configure mobile network connectivity, set up mobile device management systems in a corporate environment, and troubleshoot the most common mobile device problems that technicians encounter every single day. Domain 2 is networking, and it makes up 23% of the exam. This is one of the bigger domains and honestly one of the most important. You need to know your port numbers, your protocols, your wireless standards, your IP addressing concepts, your networking hardware, and how to configure a basic small office or home office network. If networking feels intimidating right now, please do not worry. I am going to break down every single concept in the simplest way possible, episode by episode. By the time we are done, networking will feel natural to you. Domain 3 is hardware, and it is the biggest domain at 25% of the exam. This is the heart of the A+ exam. We are talking about central processing units, motherboards, RAM, storage devices, power supplies, display technologies, cables and connectors, and printers. All of it. By the time we finish Domain 3, you will be able to walk up to any computer, identify every component inside it, and explain exactly what each one does. That is a powerful skill, both for the exam and for your actual career. Domain 4 is virtualization and cloud computing, and it makes up 11% of the exam. This is the newest and fastest growing area in the entire IT industry. You will learn what virtual machines are, how hypervisors work, what containers are, and how cloud computing models fit into modern business environments. 11% might sound small, but in today's IT world, cloud knowledge is absolutely essential. Every company is moving to the cloud. Understanding it puts you ahead. And finally, Domain 5 is hardware and network troubleshooting. And at 28%, it is the largest single domain on the entire exam. This is where everything you have learned comes together. CompTIA wants to make sure that you do not just know what components are. They want to know that you understand what to do when things break. You will work through real-world troubleshooting scenarios covering motherboards, drives, displays, mobile devices, networks, and printers. This domain separates people who have memorized facts from people who can actually walk into a room, look at a broken system, and fix it. So to pull it all together, mobile devices at 13%, networking at 23%, hardware at 25%, virtualization and cloud computing at 11%, and hardware and network troubleshooting at 28%. That adds up to 100%, and that is your complete roadmap for the C exam. So who is this course actually designed for? Honestly, it is designed for anyone who wants to pass the CompTIA A+ exam, regardless of where you're starting from. If you're a complete beginner, someone who has never opened up a computer in your life, this course starts from absolute zero. I will explain every term, every concept, every piece of technical language, from the very beginning. You do not need any prior knowledge to follow along and succeed. If you already have some IT experience, maybe you have been tinkering with computers for years, maybe you have worked in a basic IT role already, this course will fill in all the gaps. It will sharpen your knowledge to exam level, and it will make sure you are not caught off guard by any of the trickier topics that CompTIA likes to throw at you. And if you are someone who has tried to study for A plus before and found other resources too dry, too textbook heavy, or just too boring to sit through, welcome home. Because on Paddymaddy, we keep things real, we keep things engaging, and we make sure that you actually enjoy the learning process. Because when you enjoy learning, you learn better. It really is that simple. Alright, I think that covers everything you need to know before we dive into the actual course content. In the next episode, we are jumping straight into Domain 1, which is mobile devices. We are starting with Objective 1.1, and it is all about mobile device hardware components and the techniques you use to replace them in the field. We will be covering batteries, screens, RAM, storage, wireless cards, cameras, microphones, and biometric components. It is a really practical episode and a fantastic way to kick off the real learning. So here is what I need you to do right now. First, hit that subscribe button if you have not already done so. New episodes in this series drop regularly, and you do not want to miss a single one. Hit the notification bell as well, so YouTube actually lets you know when new videos go live. Second, give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. It genuinely helps this channel grow, which means more people find this free resource, which means more people get their CompTIA A+ certification. So your one small thumbs up actually makes a real difference to someone out there. Third, share this playlist with anyone you know who is studying for CompTIA A+. Whether it is a friend, a classmate, or a colleague who is looking to get into IT. Send them the link. This entire course is completely free, and the more people who benefit from it, the better. And finally, drop a comment below right now. Tell me where you are starting from. Are you a complete beginner? Do you already have some IT experience? Are you making a career change? Are you studying while working a full-time job? I genuinely want to know who is on this journey with me. Let us get a conversation going down in those comments. Alright, that is a wrap on episode 0. The introduction is done, the stage is set, and the real learning starts in the very next video. This is Paddymaddy, and we are just getting started.